Hello and welcome to Smart Investing Market Insight. I'm Krista Das. At Market Insights, we like to bring you the latest insights, not just on what's happening in the markets, but where opportunities might lie. That's why today, we're focusing our conversation on a particular opportunity that you won't hear about on CNN or Fox News, and you probably won't read about in the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times for that matter. And if you did, well, it would be old news. When it's old news, the profits are usually too small to bother. What opportunity am I talking about? Emerging real estate opportunities in Mexico and Latin America. Now, I know what you're thinking. No wonder those other media outlets aren't talking about this. You guys are crazy. But stay with me. You see, my next guest is here to explain why this is the perfect opportunity. Joining me now is Senior Editor of Material Profits and Material Profits Wildcatter, Sarah Nunnally. Sarah, why this opportunity and why now?
Well, Krista, the market for vacation and recreational properties in Mexico is booming. Most of the activity is centered on new markets such as Puerto Peñasco and San Felipe in Baja California, but we're also seeing growth in more well-known areas like Puerto Vallarta and Los Cabos.
Now, Sarah, I'm sure viewers have concerns about investing in these places, particularly Mexico. Didn't the construction industry in that country reach rock bottom in 2002?
Well, yes, it did. But since reaching rock bottom in 2002, the Mexican construction industry has been in clear and present growth and showing growth rates over the GDP since 2003. So with double-digit growth rates since 2004, there's no signs of it stopping. And for 2006, the residential construction maintained its growth rhythm over 20% compared to 2005.
In your opinion, what's the driving force behind this sudden surge in construction growth?
It's big picture economic fundamentals. Politics, recent laws welcoming foreign investment, they're all helping to trigger building sprees in residential and commercial properties.
Mexican construction has been plagued with problems such as high financing rates. Is this going to be a continued problem?
Mexico's housing boom has mostly targeted working and middle classes, so we're talking about affordable housing here. Mexico's lower interest rates, they're now around 7%, I think, well below the 1990s post-evaluation highs when they shot past 100%, and they're nearly half of what they were just 2 years ago. So these lower interest rates have helped lead to cheaper mortgage financing, and that means while Mexico's economy in general maybe has puttered along, real estate, especially in the residential area, may be among the hottest sectors in the nation.
Let's talk about other countries you mentioned. What's happening in Latin America?
Well, most of the Latin American economies are anticipating robust GDP growth. Mexico and Brazil, who have traditionally lagged behind other Latin American countries, exceeded projections for 2006, growing at 4.1% and 3.5% respectively. And Mexico is expected to post moderate GDP growth of 3.5% this year, and again 4% in 2008. And Brazil should clock in at about 3.6% this year.
Wow.
So these forecasts are not only good for international real estate investors, but for foreign commodities companies like Mexico's CEMEX, which is one of the world's largest cement traders, or Maciza out of Chile, which is the premier forestry and wood products company in Latin America.
Have there been recent changes in laws making them friendlier toward foreign investors?
Yes, absolutely. Investors are now protected by U.S. title insurance, bonded escrow accounts, extensive title searches, and what's called fideicomisos, which is a renewable Mexican property trust established to specifically protect foreign investors. You have all the property rights of an owner in the U.S. or in Canada, including the right to enjoy property, sell property, rent it, improve it, whatever you want.
Of course, one has to be concerned with not only unstable currencies, but a stable political environment as well. Do you think concerns such as these are overblown?
Well, these types of concerns have a lot of history to back them up, but there are also plenty of areas that have a great record in the political arena. Uruguay, for example, has been categorized as a country with one of the highest standards of living in all of Latin America.
Right.
And now we're seeing some other countries starting to rise. In Mexico, the rental prices are rising, and the number of vacancies is declining very rapidly. So Latin American countries realize the benefits of foreign investment, and it's in their best interest to foster a friendly environment for investors.
Sarah, can you give us an idea of the kind of money one would need to invest in these foreign countries, as well as the specific opportunities? In other words, Are we talking resort investing, apartment investing?
Well, we're all of the above. For example, one gentleman in Los Cabos has well over $1 million worth in property sales to his credit. And we're talking condos, villas, homes, home sites, commercial resort properties. But I would go even a step further and say that industrial construction is also a great idea. Things like dams, power plants, public works. So if you're not into real estate investing, these areas offer a wealth of companies ripe for investors.
So there's a lot of opportunities besides just residential real estate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How could viewers get more information?
Well, my next material profits issue speaks directly to these opportunities in the Latin American real estate industry, and that's due out in mid-April.
Thank you, Sarah. We look forward to learning more.
Thanks, Krista.
As Sarah mentioned, if you're interested in more details, you'll find them at taipanfinancialnews.com. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week, right here at Smart Investing Market Insight. Have a great weekend.